Hello children, hope all are doing good. So today we are going to begin our first lesson, the animal kingdom. The animal kingdom. So children, in previous classes you have learned about animals, isn't it? So you know that there are different types of animals in this world, isn't it? And you know that birds and insects are also animals. So birds and insects are also animals, and you know that we human beings are also animals, isn't it? So we human beings is also an animal. So you know that there are many similarities and differences between animal and human being. So first we will study about the similarities between human beings and animals. So what are the similarities between we human beings and animals? The first one is that both eat food. So we human beings and animals will eat food. The second one is that both animals and human beings will sleep. So both human beings and animals will sleep. So that is the second point. Again the third one, both animals and human beings respire, or we will breathe. So both animals and human beings respire. So that is the third point. Again the fifth one is that both will grow. So both human beings and animals will grow. So that is the fourth point. And the fifth point is that both human beings and animals will reproduce. So reproduce means what? Yes, give birth to young ones. So both animals and human beings are able to reproduce. So reproduce means give birth to young ones. So these are some of the similarities between human beings and animals. So what is the first one? Both eat food. So both human beings and animals will eat food. Second one, sleep. So both animals and human beings can sleep. Then respire. Both animals and human beings can respire. They grow. So both animals and human beings can grow and they reproduce. So animals will also reproduce. Human beings also will reproduce. So reproduce means give birth to young ones. So these are some of the similarities of human beings and animals. So next we will study about the differences between animals and human beings. The first one is that ability to speak. So you know that human beings are able to speak. You know that animals cannot speak, isn't it? So if you want to communicate to each other, we human beings can speak or we can talk, but animals cannot talk. So that is the first difference. The second one is that human beings, how many legs do we have? Yes, we have 2 legs, but animals, they have 4 legs. Animals are having 4 legs. So that is the second difference. Human beings are having 2 legs, but animals are having 4 legs. The next one, the third point is that human beings have hands. You know that we have hands. And how many hands do we have? Yes, we have 2 hands. So human beings have hands, but animals does not have hands. So these are the main differences between animals and human beings. The first one is that ability to speak. We human beings can speak, but animals cannot speak. Then human beings have 2 legs, but animals are having 4 legs. Then human beings have hands. We have 2 hands, but animals does not have hands. So these are few differences between animals and human beings. So children, already I have told you there are varieties of animals in this world, isn't it? So you know that these animals are of different size and colors, isn't it? Every animals are not of same size and are not of same color. Example I tell you, if you are taking a cow and a fish, you know that cow is bigger than the fish. Comparing means the cow is big and fish is small, and color difference is also there. And not only the size and color, the food habit is also different. Then dwelling place is also different. So what do you mean by this dwelling? Dwelling means place of shelter. So place of shelter is also different. So example, if you are taking a cow lives in a shed, isn't it? But where does a fish live? Yes, fish lives in water. So animals, there are size difference is there, color difference is there, food habit difference is there, and dwelling place difference is also there. So already I told you there are varieties of animals in this world and these animals differ in their size, color, food habits and dwelling places. So example I told you, if you are taking a cow and a fish, cow is bigger than the fish, means cow is big and fish is small, and color difference is also there. Then food habit is also different. Then dwelling place, cow lives in a shed but fish lives in a water. So these are some of the differences that animals have. So size difference is there, color difference is there, then food habit difference is there, and dwelling place differences are also there in animals. And you know that some animals live in land and some animals live in water. So some animals live on land and some animals live in water. So a few animals like fishes lives in water. So few animals like fishes live in water. Then monkeys, birds, insects, where do they live? Yes, they live on trees. So they live on trees. So animals like fishes, they live in water. So animals like monkey, birds, insects, they live on trees. And many animals like cow, tiger, lion, they live on land. So these are some of the differences in animals. So I repeat children, a few animals like fishes, they live in water. Then monkeys, birds, insects, they live on trees. And animals like cow, tiger, buffalo, they live on land. And children, already I have told that different animals eat different kinds of food. So different animals eat different kinds of food, and depending upon the food habits, animals are classified into three. So depending upon the food habits, animals are classified into three. They are herbivorous, carnivorous and omnivorous. So depending upon the food habits, animals are classified into three. They are herbivorous, carnivorous and omnivorous. So first we will study about herbivorous. So what are herbivorous animals? So animals which eat the products of plants such as grass, leaves, etc. are called herbivorous. So what are herbivorous animals? Animals which eat the products of plants such as grass, leaf, etc. are called herbivorous. Example, cow, goat, buffalo, etc. are example of herbivorous. Or simply we can tell that animals which eat plants. Animals which eat plants are called herbivorous animals, and examples are cow, goat, buffalo, etc. So this is about herbivorous animal. So what is the second one? Yes, carnivorous animals. And animals which eat flesh, egg and other products of other animals are called carnivorous animals. So animals which eat flesh, egg products of other animals. So egg and other products of animals are called carnivorous animals. Or simply we can tell the animals which eat other animals are called carnivorous animals, and examples are lion, tiger, etc. are example of carnivorous animals. So what are carnivorous animals? Animals which eat flesh, egg and other products of animals are called carnivorous animal, or simply we can tell animals which eat other animals are called carnivorous animal, and examples are lion, tiger, etc. Again, which is the third one? Yeah, third one is omnivorous animals. And omnivore animals which eat products of both plants and animals are called omnivorous animals. So animals which eat both plants and animals are called omnivorous animals. And the best example is human beings. We human beings are the best example for omnivorous animals. So I repeat children. So depending upon the food habits, animals are classified into three. They are herbivorous, carnivorous and omnivorous. So what are herbivorous animals? Yes, animals which eat plants. Animals which eat plants are called herbivorous animal. Example is cow, goat, etc. Then carnivorous animals means animals which eat other animals or flesh, egg or other products of animals are called carnivorous animal. Example lion, tiger, etc. Then omnivorous animals. Animals which eat both plants and animals are called omnivorous animals. And the best example is the human beings. We human beings are the best example for omnivorous animals. So next we will study about the uses of animals to human beings. So what are the uses of animals? So some of the examples are given on the board. So look at the first one, children. Ox. So what is the use of ox? Yeah, ox is used for plowing the field. So we are studying about the use of animals to human beings. The first one is the ox. Ox is used for plowing the field. Then buffalo. What is the use of buffalo? Yes, buffalo gives us milk. Buffalo gives us milk. Then sheep. What does sheep gives us? Yes, sheep gives us wool. Sheep gives us wool. Then the next one is the hen. What does hen gives? Yes, hen gives us egg, and hen is also used as a meat product. So these are some of the examples that I have given on the board. The first example is ox. Ox is used for plowing the field. Then the buffalo. Buffalo gives us milk. Then sheep gives us wool. Then hen gives us meat and egg. And not only that, hose. Why hose are used? Yes, hose are used for traveling from one place to another and for carrying loads also. So hose is used for riding or to travel from one place to another, and also used as a carriage. Then about the honeybee. What does honeybee gives? Yes, honeybee gives us honey. Then fish. Fish is used for what? Yes, fish is used as a food, isn't it? So fish is used as a food, and not only that, fish will eat insects in the water and keep the water clean. So you know that fish lives in water. So what does fish do means, fish will eat insects in the water. So small insects will be there in this water, and what fish will do means, fish will eat the insects in the water and keep the water clean. So that is the uses of fish. So fish is used as a food, and fish eat insects in water and keep the water clean. Then about the eagle. What is the use of eagle? Eagle will eat the dead animals and keep the environment clean. So you know that eagle will eat the dead animals. So eagle will eat the dead animals and keep the environment clean. And one more thing about the dog. What is the use of dog? Yes, dog guards our house or protect our house. So these are some of the use of animals to human beings. So I repeat, children. The first animal is the ox. Ox is used for plowing the field. Then buffalo. Buffalo gives us milk. Then sheep gives us wool. Then hen gives us egg and meat. Then hose. Hose is used for traveling from one place to another, and for carriage also hoses are used. Then honeybee. Honeybee gives us honey. Then fish. Fish is used as a food, and fish will eat insects in the water and keep the water clean. Then eagle. Eagle will eat the dead animals and keep the environment clean. Then dog. Dog guards our house or protect our house. So these are some of the uses of animals to human beings. So children, in your reader, page number 8, you can see one box, a pink box, the who am I? So you can fill it, children. The first one is that I have colorful feather, I am the village clock. What will be the answer? Yes, the answer is cock. Answer is cock, C-O-C-K, cock. The next one, I am big with a large belly, I have tails both at the front and the back. And answer is elephant. Answer is elephant. Again, the third one, I have a very smart body, long ears and small whiskers, I hop swiftly. The The answer is rabbit. Answer is rabbit. Again next one. I climbed the top of tree where no one can climb. I eat fruits. Answer is monkey. Again next one. I am the aunt of tiger. I eat rats. Answer is cat. So this you can fill, children. So before winding up, we will just go for a quick recap. So in this lesson we have studied about the animal kingdom. The first we have studied that in this world there are many types of animals are there. So birds and insects are also animal, and not only that, we human beings are also animals. And the similarities between animals and human beings. So what are the similarities we learned? So we have learned that both animals and human beings will eat food, then they will sleep, then give birth to young ones, or they can reproduce, then they respire. We human beings and animals will also respire, then both can grow. Animals can also grow, human beings can also grow. So these are some of the similarities between human beings and animals. Then about the differences. What are the differences? Yes, ability to speak. Human beings are able to speak, but animals are not able to speak. Then we human beings are having 2 legs, but animals are having 4 legs. We human beings have 2 hands, but animals does not have hands. And one more small difference we can tell, that we human beings wear clothes, isn't it? Animals, does they wear clothes? No. So that also we can add as a difference. So these are some of the similarities and differences between animals and human beings. Then we have studied that even if there are a variety of animals, in animals itself there are color difference, size difference, food habit difference, and dwelling difference. Dwelling means shelter, place to shelter, or place of living is known as dwelling. So then we have learned about that some animals live on land and some animals live in water. Then we have studied that depending upon the food habits, animals are classified or divided into 3. They are herbivorous, carnivorous, and omnivorous. Then we have studied about the uses of animals to human beings. Then first we have studied about the ox. The animal ox is used for ploughing. Then buffalo gives us milk. Then sheep gives us wool. Hen gives us egg, and meat is also got from hen. Then we have studied that dog guards our house. Then what else we have studied? Yes, horse is used for traveling from one place to another. Then honeybee gives us honey. Then fish is used as a food. Not only that, fish will eat insects in the water and keep the water clean. Then eagle will eat the dead animals and keep the environment clean. So these are the things that we have learned in this lesson, the animal kingdom. So that's all. See you next class. Thank you, children.